Obviously, maybe not afraid, but just concerns that you have in your life when you're 20 is a lot different 25 years later when you're 45. But two things have remained the same as far as what I fear or what I'm afraid of or what I hold on to or it's hard for me to wrap my head around or to rehearse in my head and just prepare for. And the first one would be like if I had a spouse, like a husband, like not boyfriend or whatever, that if I was actually in love with somebody to the point where I got married to them and they died, that's heavy. And it happens every day to people all over the world, but I don't think I can handle that. That's really heavy. For me, it's really heavy. Yeah, everybody that's ever been in my life, it's not like a possessive thing, but I've people that I've gotten close with, I've rehearsed, what would happen. My parents, siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, good friends, mentors, things like that. I've been able to rehearse in my mind, like, okay, this part of them that they gave me, I'd miss that, and this, I'd miss that, and this would hurt, and this. I've been able to already do that. So death has never really been a big deal for me. Always, I should say. Sometimes it is, but like a spouse, yeah, I was always hung up on that. I'd say like another thing that I've been hung up on since I'm young, like 20, is making it as a media personality. That's a very broad term because nowadays it has to be a broad term, but making it as a media personality and having to be produced by another person, which I have. I've been produced by other people before. But the bulk of everything you see on the internet of my likeness, I've had control over. I've controlled the narrative, as they say, and I think it would be difficult to be produced by an entity, whether it's a producer or a director or a production company, and having no other choice but to contractually let them show me in whatever light they want to show me, and having zero control over that, and bombing. That would hurt a lot, and a lot of people are like that. They get into a spot in the media, not always. Sometimes they are a pain in the ass, but like if they get into a spot in the media and they're being produced by somebody who doesn't know how to fully utilize their likeness, and they bomb, and then they're blamed for it, and then they're never heard from again. Yeah, that would suck for me. And both of the things that I mentioned, having a spouse and allowing somebody to hold your career in their hands after all this work and after all this buildup, those two things for me are probably my biggest hang-ups in life, and they have been for the last 25 years or so. And I don't know how to get over that. You know, I've gotten over it in the past on a very minuscule level, and with breakups or things that didn't work out. But when you're talking a marriage, or you're talking big money on the line, as far as big media deals and all that stuff, and those things go south. I mean, we've seen that. I'm sure you've seen it in your own life. That's that can really screw people up, and sometimes it doesn't end well. And I wouldn't say I fear it. I just have a hang up about it. And yeah, we'll just have to see what happens, I guess.